Everyone's gotta, everyone's trying to make a buck nowadays. I just tell you, thank God I didn't have access to OnlyFans back in my 20s because I know for sure I would probably do that. I'm just being honest. It is a wild that, and of course, I'm so anti because I look at those little girls. I'm like, you're like a
I know,
child.
but it's like it was different for. I won't say it's different for me, but it's like I don't want like my siblings going through that stuff,
Absolutely not.
and then definitely not my child if I ever
Or
have
my
children.
son looking at that? Absolutely not.
You can't even like process. Yeah, no.
No,
Even
cannot.
having those
Thank you,
conversations, I'm like,
Jesus. I'm like,
please no. Like, that's the problem too. Working with teens,
mhm.
they're so open and they
Yeah.
talk a lot and
Oh
they
my
talk about
gosh.
everything.
Let me tell you, my son, so I have to be careful because I'm like, I'm the authoritative parent in our home.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I can see that. Is
Like,
Micah easy?
Micah is like a butterball,
And he's got boys,
And he is like, and
so they can do no wrong.
well, let me tell you, I, when we got divorced, right? The boys and him became so close. So, like, they created this bond, right? And then I came back, right? So, like, can't, but if I don't, it's not that I don't regret because I've learned so much through all of that. I don't think they would have had the relationship with Micah because Micah's a workaholic, go getter. No, I shouldn't say, I mean, he's actually slowed much really down. But at that time, and I always put him in the category of workaholic more so because he was trying to build a business, which I completely understand now.
Oh yeah, I think just men in general, like they're trying to be the
Provider.
providers, and so they're always like stuck doing that role and
Yeah. Oh,
trying to
that
do it really
pressure.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't realize that when I was like 24, So
How many years apart are you two? I don't care.
12 years. I think we're 12. So,
Really?
yeah, I'm 39 and he's 51.
He's 51?
Yeah, he's born 1974.
Stop
Yeah.
playing.
He's my George Clooney. That's what I call him.
Hey.
Yeah.
I had no idea you make him look very young.
Thank you.
You keep him young.
I really do. And he always has these jokes, and I'm so glad he's not here to say them because it's annoying, but about how I'm young and stuff. But yeah, he's 51. He looks good, right?
I think so, definitely. And
Absolutely.
I think you guys are a very cute couple. So
Thank
I've always
you.
thought that, like when I think about the different cute couples,
Yeah.
you're one of them.
And we're like total opposites, but we're the same. So it's weird.
Yeah. How did you guys meet?
So, I mean, the raw truth of it all, I had just gotten out of like this really bad relationship. I came back from college and this guy was like a complete drug dealer and I had no idea. And so like he got like raided and I'm like, I gotta go. So my friend Lindsay, I called my friend Lindsay. I'm like, girl, I just want to go out and have a good time. Okay. Like I'm home from school and I just want to go. She's like, okay, let's go out to the Orioles game. So at this time, my friend Lindsay was like talking to this guy named Adrian, was one of my best friends at the time. Yeah. And so he was like talking to Lindsay and she's like, well, let's go to the Orioles game or whatever. So anyways, I was like, fine, I'll go. And or Adrian was like, Micah, this girl's here is perfect for you. Like, well, they say that he has three hot 21-year-olds, even though I was 20 when I met him. He was like 33. Oh my gosh, I remember that dinner conversation clearly. So we went out to dinner and my Micah literally looked at my dad and said, I guess you're wondering what I'm doing with your 21-year-old daughter. And my dad's face just went red and a big smile and nodded yes.
Well, the way he asked that.
It was like, what Micah's so point blank. Like he sometimes says, he just says things, right? And he means like the sweetest things. Like his intentions are good, but sometimes he just doesn't,
Did he mean it like that or it just came out like that? I don't know.
I don't know now thinking about it, but I love the boldness of it. You know what I mean? But like like we had just come back from the Lord at the same time. Like he was walking in the world and I was walking in the world because my grandfather is a pastor, my dad's pastor.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes.
So you're the
I was the black sheep for a long time, but I think I'm the golden child right now.
Yeah,
in my
okay.
family.
The other ones are they need to step it up. So you
I'm probably
were
gonna get in trouble for that.
so you're what they call them PK kids?
Yeah.
Pastor's kid?
Yeah. You talk about performing. You always had to be like,
A certain way.
yeah. Yeah.
Were they this is gonna sound silly, were they pastors your entire life?
Yeah. So my grandfather was a pastor my entire life. Like he's 89 now. No, he's 80. Yeah, he's 89. He'll be 89 in 2 days. Or today.
No way.
Maybe.
Is it happy birthday, grandpa?
Yay,
No.
sorry. That's a whole nother story I can't
Oh
even get
gosh.
into.
That means we're gonna have to come back.
Yeah, like that's like what I was dealing with when you answered the door when I was talking to my mom.
That's funny.
But anyways, no, and then my dad became a pastor after I got married, shortly after. So I was 22 when I got married. I'm 39 now. So you can
Wow.
do the math.
So you guys got married like 2 years after.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shortly. Yeah. So yeah, no, you know what? He wasn't a pastor till a little bit
He
2 years after we
he
got married.
he started studying
Well, that's a
after
whole nother
after
story.
after dealing with you now.
Oh my gosh, we might not have enough time for all that.
That's
Because,
like
like, I mean, going like my mom had an affair. My dad was like a or an elder in the church at the time, but now he's a pastor. So like
mm,
there's story. But then and then I did it and my younger brother did it. It's like a generational curse.
that's what I've been learning is that, the sins, if you will, the
Yes.
things that you deal with,
Yeah.
your family like as well.
Right?
So
When I thought I grew up in this perfect family,
and it
like,
wasn't.
oh my gosh.
Why do you think that is? Like, I feel like everybody feels like their parents or their family was like the perfect makeup, and it adds a lot of pressure to the kids, and then all of a sudden, like, the kids are
You have to be
going nutty.
performers. You know what? I really learned this about myself actually, but I love my mom and dad. I love my grandparents. I love my whole family. They are very good, amazing people. But if I had to look back and not judge or anything, because me and Mike have actually have had this conversation. I want to believe that they were just doing what they thought was right. My grandparents are like first and second generation believers. So and during that time it was probably like super black and white. It was about like performing and doing the right thing. Whereas God's more like about the heart. And I think that for me at least, I'm gonna speak for me and not anyone else in my family. And again, I love my grandparents and I love my dad and I love my mom. They're like my best friends. And it's evolved. We've all grown and learned, but so about the heart, you know? It's
100%.
it's not about doing or being right or being perfect,
Yeah.
you know? Because we're all trying to figure it out.
Every day I feel like I'm trying to figure it out, and I still haven't. Maybe that's where we're giving more time than other people because it's like, they need more time here to, figure those things out.
It's one day at a time.
I learned something new about you already, which I figured I was gonna do. I feel like when you see people in public and you're making friends, you don't really get to see the other parts of them. You start making up thoughts and
Yeah.
things of like, "Oh, this is obviously how they are. They obviously have it all
Mhm.
together. Obviously don't have the same cares or worries that I do." And we make all
Yeah.
these preconceived notions
Yeah.
and thoughts of like, "Oh, why isn't
100%.
my life like that?"
100%.
Hey, everybody, this is Nathan Cabrera, and you are watching the Trip Ups and Triumphs podcast. If you've been joining me and watching on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are available, you'll know that you've been getting to know your host, me, Nathan Cabrera, and all the crapola that I've been going through in my entire life. And I promised you all some amazing, exciting guests. And you've been able to hear a couple of them already, and we're going to continue on that because I just love meeting people. And this person that I'm going to be introducing is a phenomenal guest. But before that, Trips and Triumphs is a podcast that keeps it real about the highs and lows of life. And I, as your host, dive into raw conversations about failures, comebacks, and the lessons that turn setbacks into success. So whether you're grinding through a challenge or celebrating a win, this show is here to remind you it's all a part of the journey. You're going to expect real stories when you watch us, unfiltered insights, and a few laughs along the way, guaranteed, because we can't be serious all the time. But I bring energy, compassion, and my own experiences to connect with listeners. So tune in and get inspired to turn your trip ups into triumphs. Hey, everyone. So today we have a very special guest that I'm really excited for you to see and hear her story. I consider her a wonderful person, a friend. We've been able to know each other for the last couple years, and I'll have you know, don't judge this space right now, but she is an interior designer. She's a mom, a wife, a mom to two beautiful, handsome young men, and she's just a full of energy, and I just love being in her presence. Every time I see her walk in a room, she just reminds me of someone that's just going to get the party started, and that's also the energy that I thrive on. So if you have people in the room that are like that together, it's game over. But she is owner of C. Hugh Designs. My guest today is Christine Hughes.
Hello.
Hi, Christine.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm so happy that you said yes to being here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed to be here.
All that stuff was definitely not a lie. Like, I definitely thrive off that type of energy. And just anytime you come to the room, I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to see her. Like, she's so cool. Like,
Oh,
she's so
thank
awesome.
you.
Like, and, you know, we've been talking about you and your husband a little bit. And just,
Yeah.
I think you guys are a model couple, just in your character, your demeanor, regardless of whatever I know or don't know about you. That would not change after the fact, just because you just exude that. You can't change who, like, what you embody. We can change our habits or our ways, but you're truly, like, in your spirit, like, you're pretty cool.
Thank you. I feel the same way about you. Like it's like you're glowy. You're like so much fun. And it's like you want people happy around you. And like that energy totally comes off. And I feed off of that too. Cause that's how I feel. I want to walk into the room, make sure everyone's okay and they feel good and they're cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. I'm like, life is too short. We should be like
Yeah.
celebrating
No one
each
left
other.
out.
Absolutely.
Come on
So
in.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely all about that. I feel like we can banter back and forth with each other so well.
Yes.
So before we get into like nitty gritty stuff, I do love playing games with people. Not those types of games in the sense of like, you know, I'm messing around, but I like to just break the ice.
All
And
right.
so this game is called This or That. Now I know you are an interior designer. Is it an interior designer or decorator? What would you consider yourself?
So I like to say, because I never went to college for interior design, my major is in travel and tourism and hospitality.
And what have you done with
And I
that, Christine?
haven't, honestly, I use it for Jesus. That's what I mean, well, I do run Airbnbs. So, like, there it is, right? Thank you, mom and dad. That money didn't go to waste. So, like, I guess, but so I like to say consultant because I work with like 15 to 20 different investors in Baltimore and I do all their layout and their design. So, like, I just did a sixth graders room. It was like they went to Ecuador and it was a surprise reveal. And it was like I interior designed her room. But long story short, I like to be more of a consultant than because I feel bad for the interior designers that went to school and do the CAD and I don't want to, you know?
Sure.
It's more like I'm like, no, I don't think that looks good. Yes, that looks good. But I think that you really learn with experience. So
So
I
you
won't take I'll take all kinds of names, just not mean ones.
interior consultant it
Yeah,
is.
interior
But
lady or, interior blah, whatever.
well, you're very talented. I
Thank you.
appreciate you so much for what your eyeballs did for my house. I'm definitely going to have you help me in my house in Delaware. You and your assistant can come over and we can get the house done so I can have my own Airbnb.
Yes.
How are those Airbnbs
Oh
going
my
though?
gosh, I love staging, like, don't get me wrong, but, like, I love being a host for Airbnb. I just bought my 3rd one, and, well, Micah and I did, but I love it that I get to be a little bit more creative because in my line of work, we're working on budgets, and I have to stick to the budgets that the investors give me, but, like, in the Airbnbs, I can make it, like, luxurious and more, like, tailored and custom. Like, I'm drenching walls and ceilings in my next one, I'm gonna have, like, pendants hanging down
Yes.
and create a whole vibe, you know?
For the guests that or the viewers that don't know what drenching is, tell us.
Okay, so it's like painting the ceiling and the walls, so, like, even the trim, like,
Mm,
everything in the wall is one color.
I'm a huge fan of that.
Me too, and I haven't done it fully yet, but this will be my first time drenching a room.
What color? Do you
I'm
know?
not telling.
It's a
This
surprise.
one, I am like, Micah loves doing like the video updates, but this one he's gonna have to stop at a certain point because I really am excited about this one.
You know what's so funny? To divert, you and Micah, like you're like yin and yang, like you guys mesh so well, but I see you as like such a happy-go-lucky person, and Micah's kind of just like, he's so toned and like he's like he's shy. To me, he seems shy.
See, I don't
Ex-
think he's shy,
but it's like
but I know what you
it
mean.
doesn't take
Yes.
away, like, I have so much respect for him. I've met him multiple times. Her husband is an amazing person as
Yes.
well. I should probably like call him about like being on the show too, but he's so intelligent.
Yes.
He has so much poise and
Mm.
it's not intimidating where he's not approachable. He's a man of like fewer words
Yes.
but his words count. They
Yeah, they're
matter.
impactful.
Right. Like me, I just
Me too.
and somewhere in there is something of value.
I mean, like, and that's exactly how I feel about myself. But he loves it that I can come in a room and do all the talking for him because, like, sometimes he is so intelligent that he has a hard time breaking it down for
My level.
my
The
level.
general public.
No, like, I'm the gauge,
Yeah.
okay? Like, I'm like, okay, I didn't spend a lot of time in school. I only have associate's degree and, like, but like, yes. So, but on the work site, we've really learned our lanes.
Mm.
He's the driver,
Okay.
and I sit in the passenger seat. And sometimes I tell him where to go. But most of the time, he's really taken construction on where I've been able to like kind of step back because I
Gotcha.
homeschool my youngest now, which is wild. And
Wow.
I know.
What made you decide to do that?
I don't know. Well, let me just
Did he ask?
So yeah, that was yes. Okay, that's an important part to share. He did ask. And they went to a private school and I will say in elementary school it was like so good for them. Seriously so good for them. But middle school it just didn't jive with them. It wasn't not necessarily school. It just wasn't doing it. But
Mm.
it was perfect because Austin goes to Calvert Hall now, and I homeschool my seventh grader. And from all the times that I have missed out on not going to school, I've got another chance.
That's so cool.
I'm like, this stuff is cool. And Parker's like, Mom, I'm like, read it again. Read it again.
You get to see your your kid grow and
Well,
his brain develop and him learn
because
and
Parker's really smart.
yeah, I think
But he desires, like, that quality time, like, I feel like that's where he thrives, whereas in school, it was just so easy, he didn't wanna do the work. I'm like, "Bro,
he's not engaged.
he doesn't
It's
care."
boring.
Now, like, we do like, he wants to learn chemistry, we're learning the periodic elements. I'm learning all about that too. But, like, that's fine. We went and he's learning home ec, like, how to work the washer and dryer, how to go grocery shopping, where to look, what we need, what are our essentials. He does math and business and Spanish with Micah.
That's so cool.
Like, he sits on the coaching calls with high level people, stuff that you couldn't teach him, and he wants to take over Micah's business.
Yeah, I mean it's on the job training essentially and he's
It's
learning as he
wild.
goes. That is really
And
cool.
I'm so grateful that we can do that.
Yeah. That is also a really fun fact. Christine's husband is bilingual.
Yeah.
We're talking him up so much. My gosh.
We love it.
It's really cool. It challenges me, let me tell you, because I should be bilingual. I'm Latino. And Micah, as far as I know, is not.
He's white as white from the middle of Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's another thing too. So,
A little what
his
part?
Amish were his neighbors.
Like literally, like let me tell you, that's the only place I sleep through the night. It is so quiet. It is so quiet.
Did you guys ever live anywhere outside of Baltimore or Maryland?
We've
Okay.
always lived in Baltimore.
Okay. And he's a big Phillies fan.
Huge.
So
We're Eagles, we're Phillies, and we're always. I mean, he loves the. So, do you mean Phillies and Eagles?
yeah.
Okay, I know it's okay,
Oh
but
yeah, Phillies and Eagles,
listen,
Philadelphia
I
Eagles.
know because of the
Yeah.
Phillies. I
Baseball. I'm
know.
like, I forgot about them.
I know, right? So we're a diehard Eagles fan. Like
Mhm.
our house is Eagles fans. Like we all bleed.
It's clear.
It's very evident. Now we're Orioles fans though.
Mhm.
So like,
You guys have a thing for birds, but then again, ravens are birds too. So
I mean, I love birds. I have about 20 ducks in my backyard now.
oh, that's cool.
Oh,
You
it
guys
is
just got a
so cool.
waterfront too, right?
Yeah,
Do you like it?
it's such a piece of heaven. It
Bet you're sleeping good there.
no, because of work.
That's
Work.
funny. All right.
But no, it
That's
is I
I
took it off that with the birds and the
no,
ducks.
it's all good. This is great. I did promise y'all a game because
Yes.
I want to start talking about the meat. You guys know I like talking about the trip ups. I engage with our people so much that we'll miss out on the game, and then we'll already be talking about all the things. But
Yeah.
this game is called This or That,
Okay.
and it's more in the realm of your career.
Okay. Well,
And
this is fun.
one is the one that you choose. You just pick that one. It's really easy. I'm not putting you in the
I'll
hot
do
seat yet.
staging because I feel like
Well, I'm,
generally
I'm
people
gonna
are
ask
being a
you.
stager.
I'm
Okay.
gonna ask you.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready.
So it's going to be this blank or blank. So the
Okay.
first one, these next couple questions are basically about style and aesthetics.
Okay. Ooh. All right.
So the first one is modern or traditional. What do you prefer?
Okay, so it's black and white. Okay, I know.
It's
So
tougher
modern over traditional. So I rather modern than
than
did I
traditional.
say that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you say? Are you saying
So
like, did you have an accent when you said modern, or you're saying did you say that right? As in like
did
that's
I
the one you chose.
yeah, because I want
Yeah.
modern to be this than that.
Right. So you
Yeah.
prefer modern.
I prefer modern than traditional.
So
However, I am getting into this era of trying to mix it because I feel like it's the modern won't it'll be traditional.
So some people, when they think of modern, or I remember modern being a coined term for, especially in the
Yeah.
early 2000s,
Yep.
like everything was glass or
Yeah.
like that gray black thing.
Great.
I think it's awful. I don't know how that was ever in style,
I mean, it just was.
but
Those are the materials we had
yeah,
nowadays
it's just
those
weird.
days.
So
Materials are wild nowadays.
what is modern by today's standards? Because
So modern to me is very sleek, very cut. It's like very seamless. Does that make sense?
mm-hmm.
Like the aesthetics are very like clear. Whereas traditional, I feel like it's like homey, it's more soft, it's more like, it
Would you say my style's traditional?
your style is definitely
And I mean my own
traditional
style.
farmhouse.
Farmhouse. Interesting.
But like
Okay.
your front area is
Mm.
more like
It
a
goes with the
modern farmhouse, but then like you walk through and I feel like it's farm-ish.
okay.
But not like
Barnyard door,
chickens.
getting chickens, yeah.
People think farmhouse like they need to see roosters all over the place. A modern farmhouse is gorgeous.
Mhm.
And your downstairs is gorgeous.
Thank you. Had a little help.
Seriously. But, like, you bring, like, all the outside in it, but now it's, like, getting to the point where I think you want it more, like, minimalist
Yes.
too.
I'm very much a minimalist. I grew up in the era with my grandmother that
Keep everything.
from dishes to knickknacks to
Dryer
s
sheets.
I mean, you just had one of everything. Every room had a shelf,
Yeah,
curio.
yeah. So out of control. Every piece of
Why?
china.
And it was huge. Everything was so big,
Yeah, the furniture
bulky.
was so bulky. Like, why did you wanna carry that?
I don't know who did that. It wasn't
Like,
me.
it
It's too young.
I walk in a house, they're like, "Do you want this for staging?" I'm like,
Like,
"No,
I
ma'am.
be like,
No,
"Actually, I
ma'am."
don't even like that."
Except I just so I would come in and do, like, kiss jobs for clients, so Micah handles, like, the financial part of it, but, like, I'll come in, I'll just do paint, carpet, and switch out some hardware, give it, like, a kiss job,
Okay.
and, there was this lamp, it was, like, 5 feet tall, and it's, like, so 70s, it's, like, retro, and my house is very, like, minimalist, like, nothing, like
I love that.
I wanna get rid of my rugs, like, I
Ooh,
want it straight, sleek, but I have the
yeah.
Frenchies, so, like,
Yeah.
I
No, I
can't.
I love the clean. If I had the pick, like, it would be all white everything. I want the countertops to, like, go down the sides,
The
like, when you think of
waterfall.
this. Yes. So beautiful.
So, I didn't do that at my house because of my boys.
Okay. They just wreck things. They throw footballs in the house on
The
purpose.
handle on our sliding glass door is off
Oh,
because we've 89 boys coming in and out of our house
all
constantly,
yeah.
and I'm like, "There goes our handle."
Yeah, there goes and stuff's not cheap either, y'all.
No, and no, it's annoying. But, one day they're gonna be gone.
Savor the moment for
I
now.
savor that noise, the broken handles falling and hitting my
Y
floors.
you're like, "Music to my ears, my mommy ears."
I'm like, Okay, yeah, they can come back over.
So I think I know the answer to this one.
Yeah?
It's the minimalist or maximalist.
Oh my gosh, I'm minimalist all the way.
Yeah.
I'm scarred for maximalist.
There's like this new age of maximalism that's trending
Are you
right now. Yeah, like it's
serious?
it's back, but it's like full of like a bunch of colors. Like everything is super colorful. You got the pinks and the
Okay,
yellows and everything
so
just
look, but you can do that in a very classy way.
tastefully.
Yes. So like one cup in saucer.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cute one, like not 89 of them
Right.
all jammed
No
in
crowding. Like it can still be tidy and
because you
maximalist.
can't clean that and then there's like dust and that's disgusting.
Yes.
That's how you get sick.
Dust y'all's house. Get those air ducts clean too. Look, she's looking around my room right now. I just know it. No, she's like, oh gosh, just needs a little
Uh,
cleaning.
no,
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 I'm
it's
just messing with
clean.
you.
I'm serious.
Um,
It is clean. It is.
so we'll go to colors and finishes.
Okay.
Oh, you hear that alarm? You can like hear it in your
Oh yeah.
yeah. I don't know. It's like a red alert. Hopefully, like there's not a tornado or something that we should be like worried about, and we're just
Well,
like listening in here and what's going on.
as long as we're not affected, I don't care right
Yeah,
now.
right. Okay, wallpaper or painted walls.
Wallpaper
Okay,
all day long.
I'm not
Oh my gosh.
surprised.
Fan. A fan.
Now, what's how is this different than the wallpaper that we were just dying to get off in the 90s and 2000s from the old days?
Because they like did like it was
That
like pink or like
just
it
ugly.
just ugly. And I'm sure maybe in 20 years they might think our stuff is ugly. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because in 20 years I won't care.
You'll be done. No.
Hopefully.
Okay, that's good. I might need some wallpaper then to just spice it up.
And you
Not in this
have to
house though.
use it very tastefully. But I will say that in the next Airbnb, I want to do wallpaper on a ceiling.
On the ceiling.
Yeah.
That is interesting. I like
Yeah.
the idea of color drenching. I've seen like the ones with the vertical lines that
Mhm.
look maybe like wood that I think is wallpaper. Oh no, that's paneling.
Yeah.
Paneling is kind of back.
Yes. So you can also, oh my gosh, the word just went out, board and batten.
Board and patent.
That's really nice too.
Classy
Yeah.
name or something.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Is
But
that
very minimalist. So it's
okay?
like a 1x4 and then you have a panel, 1x4 and a panel.
That's above me, y'all. That's above me.
No, if I show you, like, oh yeah, I know what that is.
You're probably right. I have to see it. All right,
So
this
wallpaper all day long, yes.
wallpaper.
hmm
Ting.
hmm
Marble countertops or quartz countertops.
Okay, right now quartz, but when I'm like 60, because I
Okay.
won't have kids in my house that won't care. Because right now we have beautiful Calcutta jumbo gold quartz in our home, but it's a man-made stone. So, red Gatorade or blue Gatorade or salsa or any type of food particle that just doesn't seen, and gets left on the counter, it will stain it for a period of time. But barkeeper's friend can get it out. But
There you go. That's a secret.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's wonderful.
I love quartz, but I heard that it was like more fragile and
I mean, it's
and
holding
it's
up in my
expensive.
house.
Yeah.
No, it's coming down.
Yeah.
A lot of I mean, well, you never know nowadays, but if you go to just call me.
I got you. I am. I want that quartz. It would
I
be a
can walk you through
dream.
a showroom. Just yes.
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 Get the hookup.
Yeah.
Reach out to see who designs
Yes.
for your work.
Yes.
And then we'll do see, I can't skip some of these. Some of these are good.
Let's go.
So we'll do lighting.
Okay. All right.
Do you like chandeliers or pendant lights? Prefer.
So I think it depends on the area. Chandeliers have come a very long way. To me, they look chandeliers.
All right, we'll take it.
Pendants can be too boring.
That's fair. Yeah,
Chandeliers can make more of an impact.
I agree. In my simple minimalist space, I do have pendants.
Out in your
Kitchen.
So your pendants are properly placed, but your chandelier's over top of your dining room table.
That's right. That's right. All right.
And your
And you picked that
chandelier
one out for me, by the way. That's the best thing that you can do when you're in this when you're hiring someone like Christine to do your work. Is just listen. You can care about your opinion. She listens to it. She knows
I take
what's
in
right.
consideration, but I feel like I know what you want.
Right.
Like, I know what you want. You just have to trust the process.
Do you find people don't mean what they say? They'll tell you like, "Oh, this is what I like. This is my style," and da da da. But like their house screams totally different.
Absolutely. And that's why I'm like, show me pictures of what you want so I
Yeah.
can really understand. because someone's modern farmhouse might not be modern farmhouse. And, like, I think that's the cool thing about design is that, like, I love to integrate all those types of elements into one area because it makes it more unique. But I do like the modern minimalist type of way. But then there's times where I'm like, it's cute to do a gathering of books and plants and knickknacks and to make it tasteful, but
Mhm.
then it also means something. I often tell people that I work with that have hard time throwing stuff away, if it means so much to you, then you should display it. Because if it meant that much to you, it doesn't deserve to be in a box in a closet. So give it to someone who's going to appreciate it, take a picture of it, and hold on to the memory.
I can't have these conversations with you because literally, like, when you leave, I wanna take a nap, but I won't be able to because I'm literally gonna start decluttering my house. I fill up bags all the time where,
Yeah,
like,
feels so good.
a donation pile, a friend pile, a sell pile, and a trash
100%. Oh my
all the
I
time.
love trash.
If you ever watch Marie Kondo,
No,
you gotta watch it.
I'm under a
I
rock
know.
sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like
"Help me over here."
yeah. No, Marie Kondo, is she's an Asian woman that has a show on Netflix, and
Uh,
she is, like, a master tidier, and she does this kimono method of, like, how to, like
categorize.
yeah,
Yeah, because it's all about categorizing when you
yeah,
organize.
yeah,
Like, everything is a spot, like, and that's why I try to teach my kids. I'm like, "Okay, we're gonna have all of our school clothes here. We'll
yes.
have all of our sweaters here and all of our shoes here so that when we put it away, it's easy to find."
Mhm.
This is the school area. This is where we put our sports stuff. Like
You're when it's time to go.
when it's or you wake up late or, like, you're
Yeah,
organized enough to make buffer for those moments, even though I'm a preparer, but I'm not.
yeah,
But I do like routine.
yes. I think most of us do, we just don't realize it, but
People thrive off routine.
we benefit from it so much, whether it's gym, work, play, everything just should have it,
100%.
organized. I love it.
Yeah, and balance.
Yes. 100
Yeah.
100%. So, thank you for playing. I could play this all day with you. There's a
That was
bazillion one
fun.
questions,
That
but
was good. That made me
yeah,
think.
it did.
It really
Yeah.
did. It made me really think about what I really liked. I liked that 'cause I'm
So,
normally doing it for everyone else.
that's right.
So that was
It's fun.
fun.
I
I
agree.
appreciated that.
See, that's a
Thank
win.
you.
Win from Christine.
Yay.
So the next segment now, if you've been watching Trip Ups and Triumphs, Christine, I'm not going to ask that question for you or not, because let me tell you, like my friends, they're like, how do I watch it? I'm like,
Mhm.
I put links out. I'm not saying she did this, but I literally got calls this morning. Nathan, how do I watch this? I'm like, I put all these posts out. It's in the comments, it's in the post itself. And I probably DM'd you about it too. So, and if you haven't, just consider yourself lucky. But I have some fans out there already. I have, believe it or not, I have someone in like Africa watching
Ooh,
already.
let's go.
Yeah,
That's so
so, like, it's just so cool,
fun.
like, people are randomly messaging me on
Yes.
Instagram, telling me their life or their stories or whatever they're
That is
enduring
so
their
cool.
season. Yeah,
It's almost like you can analyze, like, all that stuff coming in, you know
yeah,
what I mean? And then, like, use it to help other people or their stories. That's so cool.
it's great.
That is really, really great.
Now, let me ask you, when I approached you for this, you said yes, which I'm so grateful for.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea why I wanted to consider you?
So I lately,
Mhm.
when I've been asked to speak, it's been often through my affair.
Okay.
Yeah. So I figured maybe, but then I was like thrown off at the beginning because you're like, I'll talk about your business. I'm like, okay, well, maybe we're getting down dirty with business,
Yeah.
you know? So I was like, okay, like whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, I feel like I knew you well enough to where I was like, let's do it.
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. And yes, like I've been an entrepreneur and I'm
Yeah.
into business and I'm all about collaborating and promoting other people that are doing excellent things. So I
Thank
just think
you.
you're killing it out there.
Thank you.
So definitely highlighting that,
Yeah.
but also just being real with people that are
Absolutely.
listening
Yeah.
to know that you're this wonderful person that has this wonderful business, a great family, but 24/7 it wasn't always like that.
Absolutely
You've
not.
been through some things. And believe it or not, like, regardless if you've shared this information or heard or you were open about it during a time, I really don't know anything. I
Okay.
know
This is
of,
fun.
so I don't come like uber scripted to ask
Yeah.
all these questions, but I really love storytelling. And so I think we can encapsulate something really wonderful here and offer a little bit of transparency to people to let them know
Absolutely.
what you've been through. So you
Yeah.
mentioned an affair. When was that affair?
So it was when I had just turned 30 years old.
30. I
Yeah.
feel like for me that was
So
3 years
like
ago.
9
Yeah,
years ago, which
9
is
years.
wild. That's wild. Yeah, it was yeah, when I just turned 30, it was that October.
So you met your husband at
Mm.
20,
Yep.
got married at 22, had your
Mhm.
first child at 24,
Mhm. 25.
25,
Yeah.
second child,
26.
and then
27. 26 now. No, no, 27.
okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Math's not my forte, that's my husband's.
That's good. Someone's got to, you know.
I don't even count anymore. It's
Yeah.
like going by so fast. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, hold on.
What's going on?
Micah, get that for me."
But so 30, okay.
Mhm.
What was going on during that season of your life? Were you thinking about like the turn of the decade? Like
Oh
what
my
was
gosh.
take me back.
So, I had experienced things that, like, from a younger age of trauma, not like sexual abuse or anything like that, but finding a very good friend of mine had passed away from ODing and I was there. That was very hard on me. Then when my grandmother, my great grandmother died like on my birthday right before my wedding, which was really hard for me. Very, very close to her. Never experienced anyone close to dying me besides my friend that died prior before, right? So it was like that big leap, which I realized I suppressed. But anyways, and then I had a miscarriage, and then my mom cheated on my dad. So during all that time, I just suppressed all my emotions and just kept going and doing and making sure that we looked good. We went to church and all those kind of things. Cause we were talking earlier. My grandfather is a pastor, my dad's a pastor. So I felt, and I always take my responsibility in that. I don't like to blame them at all, but was in this performance, you know, like marathon, honestly, just performing along the way. And I think I just got to a breaking point and I was like, what am I doing? Like, and I didn't want to turn 30. I didn't want to turn 30. That was really hard for me. I don't know why.
Something about it. I
It was
mean,
just weird.
mm,
But I think I gone through so much loss that I didn't know how to handle that I just kind of just suppressed it. My family at that time, I don't feel like really talked feelings wise.
uh,
Like we're like children should be seen and not heard kind of deal, right? And we always had to look good. My grandfather was the athletic director at my high school. Like,
oh wow.
yeah,
Did you go to
like
private school too?
no, this was at Franklin High in good old Town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend went there.
Yeah, or Franklin High.
Yeah.
It
So,
is something fierce nowadays. Yeah. But, yeah.
so you are a Baltimorean through and through
Oh, like, you don't wanna mess with me.
to a T.
Yeah, like, I might be little, but, like, anyone knows me, like, just don't and that's the part, obviously, like, the ugly part of me, but
It's like
don't mess with my babies.
there's that like a little saying that's like half hood, half holy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like, that's me.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
for
good.
sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I can definitely relate to like for me it was 25.
Mhm,
I bawled.
mm.
When I turned 25, I don't know why.
It's weird.
Like it's just one of those things. 30, I was fine. It was also during COVID.
Oh,
So I was probably processing that honestly. But
right,
I
it
was
was, like, a
like,
different distraction
yeah. So it
because
was
you
like
couldn't do anything anyways.
right. I mean, I did have a party, believe it or not, but it
Oh,
had to
good for
be
you.
it was like when things were starting to get normal, but then
Oh,
there were
yeah.
still restrictions. So I had to limit the amount of people and then people were mad because they couldn't come or they weren't invited. But I'm like, I can only limit and I
And,
haven't
like
seen you in years.
I know, like, I'm sorry.
People just were desperate to get out.
I know.
But I guess to that point, I'm sure people at any stage and maybe more were thinking about like the future or what's been done, what hasn't been done. I'm 25, and what's crazy is when I turned 25, I think I already owned a house.
I think, like, you definitely did.
But it's like sometimes those things. I don't want to say they don't matter. They're great achievements and things, but like there's
Do
something
you
that's
think that
like,
you were in survival mode during those times?
mm,
Where you kind of that's what you just had to do in
oh
order
yeah,
to be like, "Okay, I gotta get a house, I gotta do this because
yeah.
I need to get out of here, this or that."
It was probably because I didn't have kids. or I wasn't like settled down or like all these different things.
Right.
We rush so much like our timeline because we have this
Totally.
perfect idea of what life should be like.
Yep. I think that was my problem
Yeah.
because, like, my friends didn't have babies, and, like, Micah was building his business, and when at
Mm,
25 years old, I truly had no clue, 0 clue, because like, I graduated college and I had met Micah, so I kind of went from, like, my dad to Micah.
yeah.
I didn't have time to be Christine. Keep in mind I was performing
Yeah.
on my own accord because I felt like I had to when I
Mhm.
really didn't. No one
Yeah.
for you know what I mean? I was like, Micah's never home. He's at working a lot. And I get it now running up my own business. I get it.
Yeah.
For any of those wives, I like gotta come in and support them.
Yeah, it's a whole new, like, season for you, like a new ball game.
My gosh,
When
the
I
appreciation that I have for my husband and my children, granted, I am no perfect parent and I have my moments where I yell and scream at them, but like I never want to be without them again. There was a time I didn't see my kids for 30 days. And I
Wow,
look at myself and I'm like, how in the world could you go 30 days without seeing your kids?
wow. It's
Like
like
what
night and day.
night it like the scales were ripped off my eyes. All those years, I don't know if I was saved or not.
Wow.
Like I don't know if I had that real relationship with Jesus because
Mhm.
I had to encounter that in order to walk back to where I dismantled and ask for forgiveness, you know? Like no one could repair that. I actually had a vision and it was half of Micah, half of the boys. And God goes, your family won't be whole till you go home. It gives me chills this day.
That's amazing.
And so I said, I don't want to.
Oh, you
God was so bold that I was scared.
that's good because I feel like a lot of times God has sent messengers to, like, get through to me.
Mm,
I've had my seasons. I haven't shared all of these things yet.
yeah,
I'm happy to go into a little bit because
for
I think
sure.
too because with my guests, I resonate them to some degree in some of what, that they've dealt with, and I don't want to take away because there's so much that I wanna learn from you, and I think the audience wants to know too. Some people might be in their mess
And
right
acting
now,
fair right now.
actively
And I get
or
it.
communicating with someone.
Yeah, well, and
Like,
affair to me is emotional, physical, all of that.
okay, so was it with one person, multiple people? Was it a
So,
season? What was going on through that
yeah.
time?
So, I was at a gym. I was working out at a gym, and I let myself be vulnerable, and I met this guy, and Micah I was emotionally talking to him. In my brain, I wasn't cheating,
You were
which is
entertaining.
cheating.
You were entertaining
It's
conversation.
cheating. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cheating. It's cheating.
it's clear,
Sorry.
yeah. No, that's good.
You
Thank you
know what
for
I
reiterating that
mean?
because some people
That's
don't feel like
cheating.
it is.
I have so much respect for the intimacy of marriage
Mm,
that I wanna keep it so holy
mhm,
because I didn't before, and it
okay.
created ripples. I mean, considering, like, where my family was, my mom had and my dad had just repaired their marriage after
Mm,
her affair. Then here comes their daughter doing it, right? It really put a strain on the family, and then my youngest brother is he just yep. And to watch my sister-in-law go through what my brother had done was me watching what Micah was going through. Yeah. The Lord humbled me because I was walking up here so entitled because
mm,
my life, I didn't get to be Christine. Do, do, do. It made it all about me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and when I went to the gym, I had 2 kids, so I was like in shape. I looked like ripped. But it became my identity of me. Everything else that mattered or didn't matter, like, it just so, like, people just don't hear things when they're someone's talking to you. It's like, I was only listening to myself,
yeah,
and I was fooling myself,
yeah, yeah,
you
like
know?
tunnel vision.
Yeah, because the grass isn't greener on the other side, water it your
Mm.
own.
What do you think you were seeking during that time, or what did you okay,
Attention.
yeah. Now, this is not to say anything about, your husband or
Right.
anything. Did you feel like you were not getting the attention that
Oh,
you
yeah.
wanted
I mean, he
because
would
he was so focused on work?
absolutely,
Mhm,
like, he even owns that, he allowed me to be exposed, he wasn't covering me, you know? But I also, like, didn't communicate. I didn't communicate, I just went into my own world, and he went into his own world,
Mhm.
And I was running the house, but then I was having this whole other life. Meanwhile, he thinks he's taking very good care of me because I can do whatever I want. We had a big, beautiful house. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? On the outside, we look so good. And it just was not because the lack of communication. I am so adamant about both of us taking responsibility in it because there were things that he didn't do right, but his intentions weren't bad. I'm the one that acted on mine. His work almost became like his wife.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But in his brain, he was providing, and Christine could stay home with her boys. She could go shopping. You know, there was no restriction. He's not even that type.
Mm.
Not controlling, like none of those things. So, I mean, I think it was just the attention because I thought when I get married, this is going to be it. Because when we were dating, oh my gosh, it's like, oh, I love you all together all the
Mhm.
time. It was like, you know what I mean? We traveled all over the place. It was very unrealistic.
Mhm.
It was almost like, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, like The Bachelorette. You know how they like go on these like helicopter rides and these
Like
romantic dinners on
like
the
your
beach?
everyday dates.
Yeah. Like we were kind of doing that,
Yeah.
like kind of looking back.
Mhm.
And I think I created this high expectation of Micah
Mhm.
to be my God. Like,
Mm.
you're going to take care of me. You're going to fulfill me. You're going to do all these things. Then when we got married, he's like, I have to be a provider. I have to do all this. I have to build a business. I have to provide for our future. I want my kids to be financial free
Mm.
because he was dealing with things from his past, family curses with money,
Yeah.
you know, and
Which
take
he is very responsible
he's
with now.
ex
Yeah.
I mean, it's he can break down something in numbers that I swear he has like X-ray vision to see. I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't even know how many years apart we are, babe. I'm like, it's 11 or
You
12. I'm
I
80,
think I had
60,
to count on my
74.
fingers earlier today at work, or I probably just did it in front of you as well. That's, like, how I have to do it just to do
I'm
simple
just
math.
like, what's my calculator say?
That's funny. So, yeah, so you both of you were going through a lot at the time, processing maybe some things from your inner child per
Right,
se, and navigating life. And now you've introduced each other and had this high, like you said, high level, maybe expectation or idea of what the relationship was like. But then when you come back to reality and then responsibilities and kids and
right.
just life, like I say,
It
I'm not
got
going to tell you what feelings.
distorted.
Yeah.
It got distorted. It was like too much of what I was watching almost on TV. When you're home with kids, you watch, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You get into these rhythms. And I'm just speaking for myself, but
Mm-hmm.
like we get into these shows that are so unrealistic and it becomes like what we expect,
Yeah.
you know, instead of me saying like, Mike, I really need your attention. I just really need like, or more family time, you know?
And
So
that's good. Like you followed up with like what that was, like more
yeah,
time. And this is what I mean, more
yeah.
family time. And then what's your idea of that? Well, let's have a movie night or let's,
Or
go
just
play
listen
golf or
to me
just,
bitch
yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah, that too. That always helps me. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
mean,
Like I could talk to somebody like when I'm just feeling
right.
like I was like definitely feeling some types of like feelings of rejection. I
Totally.
deal a lot with abandonment and rejection, obviously
Yeah.
because my upbringing, my family, emotionally unavailable parents or just literally absent.
Like complete abandonment.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
Yeah.
times where I put this expectation that people don't even realize that I'm putting on them, but because I do it and I wouldn't do that to someone else, I expect
Yeah.
everybody else to be like that too, and that's just not always the case.
How did you because I feel that I put some sort of abandonment on my kids. Truly,
Mm,
when I like left and specifically my older one because he remembers more than
yeah,
Parker.
'cause he's
Parker, yes.
older, more developed.
In all sense and he's like my other processors, they take it all in and then they're very factual.
It's funny you say that too, because I know both of your kids, and
Yeah.
I very much think your oldest is like your husband and your
Oh
youngest
my
is just like you.
I mean, I
It's
feel like
crazy.
I'm watching Micah grow up right in front of my
It's
eyes,
crazy.
and then I have my sweet little Parker that will, like, come with me and, like,
Yep.
do things with me, and, like,
That's
he's
amazing.
very creative, like, he can see things differently too, like, the I think he has the gift of vision, he doesn't understand it yet, like,
Yeah.
he can see things, so it's like So I wonder, not to go off topic, but, like,
No.
how you have dealt with that, because I feel that, Austin needs he's gonna kill, but, like, he will need that,
Yeah.
because I know, and I was a big yeller too when I first came back, because I was dealing with, like, shame and pain and guilt, so I was a drunk, a
Like
drink.
after you came back.
I mean, I think I was always a drunk,
Yeah.
honestly, but I was just functioning.
Mhm.
But when I came back into the house and tried to repair things, I thought it would be easier because of the entitlement. I could
Mm.
just come back and make everything all pretty, and then everyone will be okay, because I was so used to numbing my own feelings that I would take my anger out when I was drunk and
Mhm.
yell at my kids.
Yeah.
So not only so I'm actually trying to repair that with them. So that's why I'm so glad you brought that up, like, that part of being abandoned. Like, I don't know if I can relate to being abandoned. I feel like I've been more rejected. I don't know if that's the
Mm.
same as being abandoned, because I've always had people around me.
Yeah. It's almost like they're cousins or sisters, like,
Right.
there can be
I don't think they're the
crossover.
same.
Yeah,
I think it's like it can pair with each other. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
right.
A ripple effect in that way, like, abandonment is just, like, being left, but then
'Cause you have to
rejecting
be
is, like, turning away, like,
yeah,
just literally, like, no,
yeah.
you know,
'Cause you could still have people here, but you're just rejected from that person, and
mhm.
that person obviously can make huge impact
Yeah,
on your life, like mom, dad, caregiver,
yeah.
whatever that may be.
I mean, I think about the times when I used to, like, write letters with my father who was in
Mhm.
prison, and it was always like, "I love you, I love you, I love you," and then you're like, "Okay," like, you start to have a false sense of what that means because all these people that loved you hurt you, and so when he did come out of prison, he wouldn't be around or he'd go back, so I'm just always like, like, what is this?"
No consistency.
Right. So then, and then obviously, my mom's death,
Right.
but then while she was around, she was so occupied with her work and not being that nurturer, like, we need our moms to be nurturers, like, that's
Yes.
their skill set.
Y
And so I think it's great that you want your children therapy. I highly advocate for that no matter
yeah,
what, like, even
for
if your kids
sure.
are straight, because you don't know, sometimes they don't wanna tell you everything, you're the
And they
you
shouldn't
don't
have to. They should
yeah.
have an outlet, and, I think it's so smart to even force them to do it, because it's like, I love it.
I do
Like,
too.
I love it. There's so much, like, epiphanies, and then not only that for myself, but how to treat other people and how to love them.
That's a huge part of life, yeah.
It's not about how you feel all the time. Like, that other person could be drowning, and it might not be a big deal to you, but it's a big deal to them. And Mike and I are huge about that. Like, if that's upsetting to you, then that's real. That's upsetting. But how we handle that emotion is like how we function through life, not allowing our emotions to control us.
Right.
Because sometimes our emotions aren't real,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
sometimes, again, it's like our inner child speaking, which when anytime I reference, like, the inner child, it's like you were having maybe tantrums or yelling based off the alcohol, but really there was, like, a deep-rooted issue, right? Like, it was
Yeah.
still processing what had
Yeah.
happened, which, like you said, was the shame and guilt. So,
Right.
everything that we do is a reaction because of something, and a lot of it can or usually stems from those pivotal
Yeah.
age ranges of development, 5 to 12 years old.
Mm.
When you had the affair, how did it get found out? How long were you away from the house?
Mhm.
When did you come back?
Yeah. Micah and I were into a really big argument, and this is how I remember it. And he's like, "I know you're cheating on me." I was like, "You know what?" And I hadn't done the act yet.
Mm. You
So,
were just emotionally
yeah,
checked.
I took my rings off and I left and I did it. And then I think I told him. I mean, I really don't remember much about it now that you're asking.
It's
Just
okay.
wild. But I do remember it being very chaotic. Like, my world literally not got turned upside down, it got rolled around, like, rolled around. Like, I just remember, like, after I did that, I felt like I opened the grounds of hell open,
Mhm.
literally in my home. That's the best way to explain it, and I was justifying it. I deserve it. He doesn't pay attention to me. I do this, I do that, because I was helping him run his business, and I, like, think back, like, how did I get to that point? But it became all about me. It literally became all about me. And I'm not saying you shouldn't care about yourself because I'm a huge advocate for self-care, but, like, I became my idol. I deserve a husband that's home all the time and has my attention. Meanwhile, I was too blind to recognize that I live in a beautiful home. I don't have to work. I really didn't have I mean, it's not like I was spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, but, like, and all I had to do was be like, "I need more time." And I had told him that, but I didn't deliver it in the way that he would receive it. I
Yeah.
threw a tantrum like a child because it went back from my dad working all the time, but my dad was trying to keep my mom home and take care of me and my brothers, and I didn't understand that because as a child, I didn't think dad wanted to be home. I think
Mhm.
he wanted to work, but I didn't know how
Yeah.
poor my mom and dad were.
Sure.
They were literally poor. Like, they would make sure that we had food and they would shoot a squirrel to eat dinner so we
Mm.
wouldn't have to notice the difference.
Wow.
But I didn't know that. And so I grew up my whole life thinking my dad didn't care about me. And
That's
I was always
amazing.
full of energy, even as, like, a younger child, I knew that. So I think that subconsciously I heard people, "Oh, she has a lot of energy. She has a lot of energy," which I do.
Mm.
People are like, "Are you drunk?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." But, like, and so I think that, like, when I got into the church, I had to be, "You can't do this, you can't dance, you can't go to sex, you can't do drugs, you can't do this, you can't have sex, you can't date." And, like, I started getting a taste of the world. It's more
Mhm.
fun over there.
Yeah.
But I know how empty it was.
That's good. Yeah, I hear that so much from people in general. Obviously, actions matter a lot, but us interpreting because of the way our communication styles and how we're receiving
Yeah.
things, you're saying as a child, you took it as like your dad didn't want to be home, and I hear that so much. Like, but there's the stressors and the other parts that they're going through, and it's like they don't have
Right?
the option, and they have to.
'Cause my dad was a really hardworking
Yeah.
man, like, he
Well.
wasn't a drunk, he didn't do drugs, like, he just worked.
Mhm.
But he was I mean, if you look at my parents' house now, you would never even know it. God's been so good. Seriously, like,
Mhm.
his faithfulness.
Yeah.
Seriously, my dad's a faithful, loyal man. He gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
'Cause we're the same person. He's a good man, and I didn't realize that until I had to, like, "Hey, this is how I felt," and that emotion was not real. It was real in the moment, but it wasn't the truth.
Sure.
I shouldn't say the emotion was real, but it wasn't the truth.
Right. No, that's good because, like we said, we want to validate, like your kids' feelings. And like, if that's what it is, to them, that's their truth. Like, how can we help them process that so that
Mhm.
it's a healthy way where everybody's on the same page?
Yeah,
And I
like
think it's a lot of times we're just all on different levels, wavelengths, pages, and we're all probably trying to say good things, right things, but then we're
right.
on the edge about, I don't want to say anything wrong. I don't want to offend. And,
I mean, seriously, I've
I'm an
had to
overthinker.
really oh my gosh, I've really had to, like, slam the brakes on how I talk because sometimes I just say things to be silly, but now people can you'll offend someone,
Yeah.
and that's a whole nother story, but, like, I always feel that, like, if you don't communicate and how you feel,
Mhm.
then the relationship in any relationship is never gonna work. I would never be able to repair the relationship I had with my mom and dad, and now they're, like, my best friends, and they're really freaking cool.
That's amazing.
And their heart loves Jesus, like, he has a heart for Jesus. It's not like a legalistic type thing anymore.
Mhm.
Like, they've evolved and grown in that grace that I
Mhm.
had to give them and say, "Well, wait a minute. Mom and dad were trying to figure out just like I'm trying to figure out this 12 and 14-year-old that God's given me." Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I think it's so important to talk about the things that are so painful that no one wants to talk about. Like, I was like probably making my husband work more the way I was spending because didn't want to talk about money. I didn't want to budget. I was staying at home. Yeah, girl, you got a budget. Homie's working for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can work at the home and stay home with your babies.
Yeah.
And like sometimes, like, hear these wives complaining about their husbands, but they get to be at home. There's so many moms that want to be at home
Yeah, they don't have that,
and they don't want to
option.
budget or like,
Mhm.
well, stop going to Target.
They do have some good deals, y'all, but yeah,
I mean,
there
I
has to
gotta
be
stay
limits.
out of there. I
But
have to stay out.
that's kind of like the attitude, though, is like we feel like, oh, we have to have this. We're entitled, and it's a convenience, and we need things now, and we can't. There's no waiting anymore. It's like today or never, you
And
know.
like, but the thing is, though, is that I didn't even understand and respect the value of $1
Mm-hmm.
because when I left Mike, I was like, oh shit, I have to start, and I suck with money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good. I've gotten better, way better, but I suck, you know? And so it made me respect Micah in all the organization that he did. So like,
How long were you gone?
I was 30. So what year was that? 2017?
Yeah,
2018? I was gone for like a good, like 3-4 years.
3-4 years.
Yeah. And then Mike and I were together for 5 years before we got remarried. So
Don't skip to that part because I definitely want to get to that.
I,
That's an amazing story within itself, and
yeah.
that's why I love and
But I
really
came
respect.
back 4 times.
Oh,
I
so
really
when
hurt
I
Micah.
when I met you, were you in the middle of that or at the end of that?
What year did we meet?
I would say like 2019, 2020. Probably
I
2020.
just had come back.
Yeah.
I came, which is wild.
Because I feel like I saw Micah and I felt like you were around, but not around.
Yeah. So
Like you were making your way back.
yeah. So I was like living in one of his rentals on the bottom floor.
I'm dead. I'm sorry. You're like, I mean, that was nice of him. It's like, here, you can't come to my house, but you can stay in this
I didn't want to go.
Airbnb basement.
No, I wanted to. Okay.
Oh, he didn't let you.
No,
he was like, you're gonna stay in the rental.
Tommy wanted me back in his bed. He wanted me back. Okay. Like, but I was still wrestling with God about having to go back because I was still very bitter and angry.
Oh, you didn't want to go
Micah.
back?
To be honest, right at first, no. But I had that freaking vision that was so bold that it scared me. I knew exactly where it was coming from because I started going back to church.
That's amazing. I 100% believe it.
I mean, like, and then from my car accident not too long ago, like,
you start to value life a little bit differently.
Oh my gosh, I want to be a stay-at-home mom again.
Yeah. Wrapped in bubble wrap.
Girl, or man, boy, like
it's okay. I get called that. Well, I have a lot of girlfriends.
No,
y'all.
my assistant, I'm always like, girl. I always hang out with my girl.
My old supervisor used to say that. She was like, I'm sorry, I hang out with my daughters all the time.
It's just like, well, I do say bro, but I've been with Brittany all day. Is my right brain. I even hate saying the word assistant because I don't know. It sounds like you assist me, but like that girl is my right brain. Like she's amazing.
It's awesome.
But we're like, girl. And so like transitioning from work brain.
It's all good. It's all good.
Because believe me, I heard bro 26 times in my son's room last night when they were him and his
Is it bro or bra?
Bro.
Oh, okay.
It's not bra.
Bring it back. Okay.
It's bro.
What's up?
Me and Micah catch ourselves saying, like, come on, bro. We're like,
husband and wife, bro.
Wait, we need to stop.
Here I go again, diverting, but where was I now?
So like you're talking about how long. So like when I came back probably like within like maybe 6 months. Like I went and like lived with my brother, then I went and lived with this girl, and then I lived with this guy. It was so.
Did you guys think you were gonna make it during that time? Like,
no, I wanted him to date other people. I wanted him to be out of my life. Like I hated him.
Did you feel like you were rejecting yourself during that time as well? Like when you say that, it reminds me of me. Like I want that person to just leave me alone.
Because it gave me more control over not feeling. I was not good at feeling feelings, retrospect, looking back.
Yeah.
So I wanted to control because now I felt like I can control my life. I'm on my own now. No one can tell me what to do. And why I got in that entitlement, I think I just got obsessed with myself. If I'm just being honest, I looked good. I got the attention from everyone else. I floated through life. I had stuff paid for me. You know what I mean? So like I abused myself, really. Like I used and abused myself. I had no value of myself.
I'm going to share some stuff.
Go for it.
Because I knew there was a reason that you were here too. Depending on when this airs, will depend on what people already know or don't know.
Yeah.
But I resonate with those thoughts so much.
Yeah.
Incredibly, like a lot.
Yeah.
Because I have had low self-esteem for a long time.
Yep.
Been abandoned, been rejected. And then, of course, you mix sex with it, especially as a child.
Yeah.
You're your vision with that is
So
so blurred.
distorted. So, ugh.
So that's all I knew.
Yeah.
That's the only way I got attention. That's
Yeah.
the only way that people received me from the time I was, like,
Like, you think they like
right,
me.
4 or 5 years old or 12 years old, like, that's what I know. So,
Right.
I went through a period of time, and this is what's crazy, in my mid-20s, not even, like, a teen, not even, like, a new adult where I'm free.
Yeah.
I was always the good kid growing up, like, I wanted to do
Yeah.
right, I wanted to do the opposite of my parents,
Right.
but I spiraled
'Cause you went to the extreme
very much, like, it wasn't I felt
and you burnt out.
when I tell you the amount of hours that I showed myself
Yeah.
online, countless hours,
Yeah.
and the number of people I communicated with, I don't think I can count that high.
It kept your
Um,
brain so busy and also
so
pain.
stimulated. I didn't even process,
It's
like,
like workaholic type of
I
it's
was
literally.
I was running on a different high.
Yeah.
I found it really fascinating to just talk to strangers all the time, all day, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
and I would have pre-recorded videos, all these things, and I was just like, finally, like, well, there was 2 finallys. That became less exciting,
Yeah.
and I needed a new high.
Yeah.
And, I've gone to therapy
Yeah.
for this for many years,
Yeah.
and it's like it was the adrenaline rush. It wasn't
Yeah.
even just the sex. It was obviously the connection I was
It's
getting.
so much more. It's not the sex.
And it's
It's a part
crazy.
of it, but it's
It's a
really
tool.
not. Yeah, it's the tool, but it's not the driver.
It's almost like you do that to get what you want, which is really the person, and then I was self-sabotaging on top of that because once
Yeah.
I started developing a connection with someone, I was like, "Ghost."
Well, yeah, you protect yourself. I have control of this, you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was, like, doing one-night stands,
Yeah.
multiple partners, multiple hookups, every night,
Yeah.
new person, and it got out of control.
Yeah.
I've had
Because
my
it can become addicting.
yeah. I mean, it really was, and my poor dog was locked in the crate at the time.
Mhm.
I don't even know if I should air this part, but I would leave work. I would leave work,
Mhm.
for appointments,
Right.
and it would be to hook up with
It
someone.
just controls your life.
I couldn't wake up or go to the bathroom.
Because it takes all of the focus off of what really matters of you getting well
Mm,
and just giving that quick, makes you feel good kind of situation. It's
yeah.
so crazy because it's just like, it's a void
Mhm.
that, like, there's a void in the heart, and it's like you're trying to fill it constantly,
Yeah.
right? And you can't. And
Mhm.
you just keep filling it. It feels good, so it should be filled, but it's not
Yeah.
because it's not getting filled with the right thing.
Mhm.
And you keep chasing and chasing it. It's
Yeah.
exhausting.
Were you exhausted during that time?
I was like, "What am I doing?"
Mm,
But then my pride. I mean, Satan had such a stronghold on me, and I allowed it. Cause like, my family was like, "Come home.
mm.
Come home."
They were wanting you back.
They wanted me back. I said, "No."
Yeah.
I was
What was the hardest part, like, looking back, the hardest part of just
the hardest part of, like, the affair, like, the divorce, all of that. So, I feel like as adults, Micah and I process it better as adults because we have a full understanding of what's going on. Mine is my boys. Like, how did I fuck them up? What did I do wrong?
mm,
You know what I mean? Like, I abandoned them. I was inconsistent. I was grateful. I didn't expose them to men, and Mike had full custody. Like, yeah. I mean, I was
so
such a
you
mess.
officially divorced.
Oh, yep, we had divorced in 2019. That was, like, fully, and then we were back together, like, 2020. It took us 3 years to get divorced because we weren't fighting over money, we were fighting over our kids. I won it 50-50, he won it full, and I thank God that he got it because my children did not need to be anywhere near with me 50% of the time.
Wow.
I was that dark. It is a blessing, and I'm so glad my husband fought for those kids, and the courts were able to see of a whack job I was,
Mhm.
and that my kids were shielded from so much damage that they unfortunately already saw. But I wasn't walking with the Lord, and I always have to bring Jesus into it,
It's okay.
you know?
It's a good
Like,
thing.
yeah, like, because I am able to have compassion for Micah in ways that I would have never had, especially watching my sister-in-law go through it. Like, I was watching my family mourn basically the death of my brother because I don't know who he is anymore. I love him, we have a great relationship, but it's not the brother that, like, that I know, and I wasn't at all the sister they knew, or the daughter, or the wife, or the mother. I turned into this person. So I fully understand the transformation from Saul to Paul.
Yeah. It's powerful. I love that.
Yeah.
What would you tell that 30-year-old Christine if, like, you were seeing her
Go
walk
get some
through?
therapy, girl. Go see someone who will listen to you. And then if it's still that bad, go get marriage counseling. We so quickly want to blame everyone else.
It's easy to do.
Spotty got it,
Yeah.
you know? And that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means you're not perfect.
Mm.
You don't need to be perfect,
Yeah.
but humble yourself and be kind. I was such a bitch. I was so entitled. I was like just angry because I thought people were putting all these expectations, but it was me
Mm.
the whole time. And I didn't figure that out till I like broke self-infected, totally. And then when I started getting counseling, I'm like, oh. And then I still learn how to communicate with people without being so direct and bitchy about how I feel, but being able to deliver it in a way where like there's reconciliation. Like I don't fight with anyone anymore,
It's good.
you know?
That
There's people that annoy me,
Yeah.
or there's relationships that like might not be the best for me, but like that's okay.
You tolerate it a little bit differently?
I don't have to tolerate it. I can say, "Hi, how are you?" What's
Mm.
wrong with being civil? If they go into a deeper conversation, the Lord must have you there for a reason.
Yeah.
'Cause there why is it irritating you so bad?
Mm.
Or why don't you wanna spend time with that person? Because I was an irritating person. I mean, I felt like I was walking around with the scarlet letter for a while compared to, like, my parents' church or at Epic, because
Mhm.
everyone knows who we are.
That's good.
I was the girl with the green dress for a little bit,
Yeah.
when I spoke on Mother's Day.
That's
I
awesome.
was the girl with the green dress. I was the wife that cheated. But I wear that. I wear that in a way where it's like, don't cheat. Have the vulnerability and the strength to say, I feel broken right now. I mean, our love language, quality time, that's not bad to want attention. Cause I went and looked for other attention somewhere else where my husband couldn't give me the attention that I needed.
And it still wasn't satisfactory, right? Because you crave certain things, but really you want him, but then we I don't know, spiral doing other things for
It's
that.
because you're scared to
Yeah.
like the world teaches being vulnerable is weak, but being vulnerable is powerful because there's nothing left that what are they gonna say? Yes,
So good.
I did cheat on my husband. It was the biggest mistake of my life. But I also learned a ton from it.
Mm.
Don't make the same mistakes I did because I can tell you all about it. I did it all.
Yeah. I think it's such a beautiful thing that, like to me, I just, you know, give praise to y'all in the sense of the relationship was obviously impacted,
Yeah.
went through this divorce.
Yeah.
Most people that you hear that get divorced, they don't want anything to do with their exes. They have so much pride that, like, even if they, like, some people
Yeah.
do say, like, I really want them back, but I'm not going back.
Yeah.
And they don't.
And
And
that
then they have
breaks
kids.
my
And
heart.
how how did
'Cause
you
those issues from that you just created are now gonna enter into your new relationship, and people don't think about that at all.
they don't.
That's why you hear people that get married more than twice, there's only a couple marriages, generally.
Yeah,
If you
if
look
they're
at
even
s
gonna get
I
married,
don't know
it's
the
like a 50%
statistics, but,
chance
like,
at that point. I think
probably ask
that yeah.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, for sure, but, like, the success rate after that first failed
Goes
marriage,
down.
it's half.
Because it's so funny because you hear the old timers say, "What's the key to marriage? Communication." Yeah,
They were on to something.
they knew that. Because they were all married real long time.
Yeah,
You think about it. I mean,
yeah,
divorce was really expensive and hard to do. Now it's
yeah,
really simple. But like, but I think like if you're struggling with the other person, you need to ask yourself what's going on inside you too.
mhm. It's not always the other person.
Yeah, because then you get to find stuff about you.
Yeah,
And that's empowering
mhm,
because then your perspective on life starts to change.
yeah.
And it's all about perspective.
I bring a lot of perspective. I'm not gonna tell you.
You gotta bring perspective
Like,
because everyone sees things differently.
absolutely, and you
You're
know
being
one of the things
well-rounded.
I had, like, an exchange of text messages last night, and, like, I'm terrible, like, I comprehend things a little bit differently. I'm like, "Y'all
Yeah,
gotta spell it out for me, like,
right.
I need it to be clear,"
Break it
because
down.
I start to overthink, and it'll become very toxic
Well,
very easily
yeah.
because I'm just like, "Wait, I thought you meant this or you were that." And they're like, "No, that's not
You
what
got
I
like
meant at
50
all."
tabs open.
Yeah.
You're like, "Wait a minute, bro.
Yeah, like,
I gotta
help
close
me.
some of them out."
Bring me to where you are because
Yeah,
'cause I'm
like,
trying to understand.
"I'm gonna close my laptop now."
Yeah.
Now can you say it one more time?
Please, like, keep it simple, stupid for me.
Yeah, like 1.
So but you guys got back together. You guys
Yes.
recently got married,
Yeah.
remarried.
Yep. Over a
What was
year
like
now.
that congratulations. Do you guys celebrate 2 anniversaries?
So October 4th, was our original wedding day, and we don't even acknowledge it. So
Wow.
yeah, so July 27th, 2007 was actually the year that Micah and I met. So we got remarried on July 27th.
Oh, that's
So we
wonderful.
kind of brought it like full circle, and
Yeah, I think one of my childhood best friends' birthdays is that day, so I will
there is
remember.
there's some, and I just feel like 7 is such a good number. I love
Yeah,
that number.
it's
Like
cool.
whole, anytime I see 7, I just think
Makes you feel
that's
good.
good. Yeah.
So you guys got remarried. Was there a proposal again? Like, how was that? Did you
Yeah.
guys talk about doing that again?
Yeah.
Like some people would probably see that as silly. Like, why
Yeah.
would you do the whole
"Would you get
ceremony
remarried
again and do
again?
that again?
She's
Like
just gonna do this again."
that too.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
I'm just
a
thinking like,
lot of people, like, when we first got together, were like, "You are crazy." Because remember, this was my 4th time coming back,
wow.
okay? But Micah Hughes was very hurt. So when I came back, there was, like, no that we like, it was a mess, and so I just, like, left again. I would come
Mm,
I mean, come back. And, like, he needed help. I mean, he was running a business that I completely abandoned. And then with kids that he really wasn't not raising, I shouldn't say that,
right.
but, like, I was
Used to roll.
caring for them while he was working for us to take care of us. So, I completely twirled his world around several times. So, like, the way he felt is completely justifiable, but I didn't think that. I was just like, "No, you hurt me. I don't care about what I did to you. You hurt me." And I
Yeah.
just stayed in that posture. And I look at it now and I'm asking God to give me grace with those people that are in it because I want my story to be heard so that they listen, because it just doesn't affect you. It affects so many people around you and then how your children are going to have relationships. If there's anything, there's been so much healing in our home when we're willing to say, "You know what, I'm sorry, you're right." And we're honest with each other.
And that your kids can experience and see that happen.
Oh my gosh, and our kids have every right to tell us how they're feeling. "Mom, I didn't like how you did that." They do it in a very respectful manner,
Mm.
but they have full range, and it creates, like, this special bond. Now, do they do kid stuff and they push the limits? Absolutely, but they, like, tell us everything now. Like, we experienced something over the summer that they're being idiots, and we caught them, and I was just like, "I'm sober, bruh.
Yeah,
You can't," you know what I mean? But they were being kids. So
sure.
we got on their level. Like, we weren't condoning what they were doing, but, like, they felt like me and Michael weren't home a lot. Where we thought they had the freedom to run around the neighborhood and be with their friends, but there was something about us being home.
Yeah.
So it's like, without that, them telling us that and then us owning it, now I'm homeschooling Parker, and I'm like, I'm so glad they just didn't stay quiet and not share because, like, the bond is so different for our whole family, but it took us being vulnerable and, like, talking about it.
Do you guys talk or do the kids ask questions about that season?
Yeah, not so much anymore because they really live in the posture that mommy's been forgiven and she doesn't live in that house anymore. Like, she lives over here,
Mhm.
But it took them like, my oldest first was not happy we were getting married again.
Wow.
Yeah. He wasn't really on board with it because he didn't know if we were just gonna fight and break up and I was gonna leave again.
Mm. There's that fear of
Yeah,
abandonment.
of abandonment, right?
Mm.
And so it's like, Micah, we have to be serious about how we handle our differences in front of the boys. They have to see reconciliation because then that comforts their security. It makes them feel safe. Okay, mommy and daddy are okay.
Yeah.
Because Micah and I are fighters.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's
he's
healthy. Like, it's okay to have, like, disagreements. It's a normal
yes.
part of
But see,
life, conflict.
I was a screamer and a yeller, and everyone had to hear it,
Mhm.
and everyone had to listen to it. Whereas I wasn't willing to listen to what I needed to work on. But I had to get sober first.
Yeah. Can I ask,
Yeah.
are you sober?
Yeah. 4 years. No
Wow.
alcohol.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How'd you do it?
I almost lost my kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't need to have a drunk. And they also told me. They told me I
Yeah.
would never pick up a drink
That's amazing.
ever.
I love that.
And I don't and the Lord stripped it. I
Yeah.
begged him. I was like, "You gotta take it.
It's like, you
You
don't even
have
need
to
it. You
take
don't want it
this."
anymore.
Oh my gosh. The smell of it?
There are some people, especially if they're the child, that their parents are alcoholics,
Yeah.
that they feel like
It's not a
that's
problem.
not it's not an answer. A parent sometimes will say, "I love my child, but I still can't give this up." How can we convince a child, like, sometimes it isn't the child that's the
Right.
issue, but the parent still will
So,
just be
to me,
addicted.
it's the parent's responsibility to
Mhm.
handle that child and to care for their emotional well-being and to comfort them. And if you're putting them into a situation where you're putting a wedge in their security, you're opening the door for other issues to
Mhm.
come in. Our job as parents is to care for our children.
Yeah.
And that's what society, I believe, has gotten away from because we have to work so much. Everything's so expensive. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but like, I believe this is all a distraction so that our kids have no boundaries. There's no right and wrong. It's a free for all.
Mhm.
And we can say and do and feel and do whatever we want. There's no
Mhm.
structure.
Yeah.
There's no design. There's no order.
What is natural.
Right.
But truthfully, we thrive best, like, we talk about, like, a schedule,
Yeah,
having priorities, having organization. We are most efficient, productive, and happy when there is that level of structure.
for
I
sure.
mean, you look at animals, like, the dog expects, like, when you get up, you're gonna go downstairs, you're gonna let him out, you're gonna feed him, like, it's
6
every
a.m.,
day.
I got
Yeah.
20 ducks waiting for me for food
Right.
every
And
morning.
you weren't even with them 24/7. You weren't with them at birth, but they
But it's
know.
even in my routine. I take
Right.
care of my ducks. I let my dogs out. I wake my kids up. I get them ready for school. Okay, Parker, this is what we're doing today.
Yeah. So establishing that, I think that's
Creates security too. They know what to expect.
mhm. Reduces that anxiety as
You know what
well,
I
you know?
mean? Like, and I feel like we have to get out of
Mm,
ourselves, but then we also have to discover what's broken inside of us in order to be better because then you just stay the same person.
it's good.
I don't want to be the same person as I was last year
Yeah.
or the year before that, let alone what I was 9 years ago. Ew, dirty whore. Like, you
It's
know
like
what
you
I
don't even
mean?
rec
I look back and I feel so sorry for her.
mm,
I'm like, "Oh my gosh, and you did that all alone. You struggled so badly alone when you could have just come for help."
yeah.
But it was like and so now I'm like, "Well, how do we get to a point where that doesn't happen? How do we pour into people? How do we catch on?" And I think that's why relationships matter. Not having 50,000 friends, seeing how many followers we have on Instagram, like, what is in front of me that is so important that's gonna be the most impactful? Because that energy alone is so different in this world that it will get out, you know? Like, unless I talk about the drunk that I was and that my kids told me they didn't like when I drank or they don't things that I it needs to be the conversation in all the homes, and every parent should be open to for their children to criticize them. They're gonna be the most honest about it.
Yeah.
"Mom, I think you're in a really bad mood. You know, you're right. I need to
Little
because I don't
check.
wanna take it out on you."
Yeah.
Because who do we take it out on? The ones closest to us, the ones we love, the ones we feel more comfortable with. And normally, they're not even the problem. It's something in our life that's the issue that somebody else did. Like when I get into a raging, bitchy mood, when I got 10 investors asking me, how high should this be? What should I do this towel? What color ground? And I'm like, don't ask me what we're having for dinner.
Mhm.
But that's me. That's not right. That's my priorities out of line.
It's
That's
good.
me. But we're going to blame it on the work or all the stuff around us. No, it's not. You can tell your investors that after 6 o'clock, you are no longer accessible. You can get me at 3, 4 in the morning.
Mhm.
I'm up at 4 a.m. every day.
That's amazing.
I
That's
have
inspiring too.
but I have to be,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
So, like, it's all about it's like it's not all about you, but it is. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you have to be aware of yourself, but it's not about you all the
Mm.
time.
No, that's really
Because if Jesus was all about him,
be
I don't think he'd be on that cross. I'd be walking straight to hell.
Yeah.
I would be
No,
I
it's
literally
just
say my drunk self was Satan's wife. Literally. If Satan had a wife, my characteristics would fall right in line. And I hate Satan, hate him. So I have that, but I also don't want to be legalistic and black and white in a way where it impairs my compassion and grace for people. Okay, Christians get such a bad rap, and we give ourselves a bad rap. But it's all about just being kind and loving
Mhm.
and thinking of someone else before yourself. But also having respect for yourself and not letting someone take advantage of you. Because last time I checked, Jesus flipped tables in his father's house. We don't do that around here.
Yeah. It's possible to have all of those bases covered
And it's
and
really
still
hard because it's hard for me to be classy that way.
Yeah.
I just wanna be like,
Yeah.
get out of here.
I, uh I definitely hear you on that part, like,
Yeah.
that is not my one thing. I do try to be, like, nice to everyone.
Peacemaker.
Yeah, like, that's my
I have no
special
problem
gift.
with
Yeah,
confrontation. Like, I will call it out. Like, ask my friends if
that's
there's
good. We
something where
all need that.
I'm like, nope, y'all can feel that way, but I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
I need
we
those people around me. I'm like, "Hey, can you say all the things that I want to
that's
say?"
not a good guy
You
for
know?
you. I'm not going to
Yeah,
support that. I'm praying for someone else.
yeah. No, I think that person is always needed,
I know, but I've had to
you
learn
know?
how to deliver it so they listen
Yeah,
because my heart means
be
well,
received.
but I don't have to be so dominating.
Yeah, that's good. Christine, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
How do you feel?
This was so fun.
Yeah.
It
Uh,
was like, I knew this was going to be such a good time. Like, my expectations were overly exceeded.
Yay!
You
That makes
know,
me so
I
happy.
love the fact that we can be very raw
Yes.
and that you have the courage to ask the hard questions because that's
I
very important.
I think so too. I think that's where, like, no one wants to experience surface level all the time, right? We're surface level with every part of our life.
Yeah.
That, like, the real things that matter are the deeper things, that the mess. So
Yeah.
I
That's
really
rooted.
I really applaud you for being vulnerable and
Thank
sharing all
you.
that. My heart felt that you were going to receive me well. And that's
Mhm.
the thing, like, if I'm talking about my superpower, like,
Uh,
I don't come at an angle that is abrasive.
No.
I
Your
s-
questions were genuine. Like, you
Thank you.
want people to hear the truth
Yes.
so they can be like, finally, someone understands.
And I think a lot of people that will be listening will understand. My last question for you is, and this is an easy one,
Yeah.
is how can people find you on social media? Because that is one way that people communicate. It can be the See Hugh Designs, but what is that user handle if they want to
Yeah, that's a
follow
good
up?
question. I think it's my Instagram is at CQ Design MD. And I think my TikTok's the same.
I'll make sure I get that put up there. But
And I'm actually gonna be so my Brittany, my right brain, I hate saying assistant, like wants us to do videos because the other day I was like walking up, fell up the steps, and the guy's like next to us, oh, look at our new neighbors. And we're like the stagers, we're not the neighbors. He's like, y'all need help over there. We're like, no, we're good. And then my assistant falls down on the ground. I'm like, we can't make this shit up.
yeah,
So like we're gonna try to get silly with our stories. I mean, it's all the houses I stage and renovate, and a couple of my 2 Airbnbs
yeah, no,
are on
please
there.
do share. And those of you that are listening, please follow See Hugh Design MD on
Yeah.
Instagram. And of course, you can leave comments below through the podcast. If you're listening on Spotify, on YouTube, I will share these questions and maybe I'll do a follow up with Christine in a couple weeks for any serious questions that you may have if you don't reach out to her directly
Yeah,
and you
like a
can't
part
find her.
2.
Yeah, I always I've actually been thinking about doing even just like a on the street, like, phone call live video and just being like, hey, like, these were some burning questions. So if you do have any burning questions that you wanted to ask Christine that I didn't get a chance to, or that we didn't get a chance to cover in this wonderful time that we've had together, please be sure to leave it below. And I just want to thank you all so much for continuing on this journey with me. Thank you, Christine, so much for
Yes.
being here.
Thanks for having me.
And you guys know the deal. I always tell you all that are listening that I love you very much. Even if I haven't met you, I do love you and I'm very genuine about it. Please feel free to feel comfortable to reach out to me. You probably might not have heard that word in a long time, and I mean it. When I say it, I like to believe it and I want you to receive that. But take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have a great day.
That was so good.
I'm so excited. It was beyond perfect.
That was so fun. We gotta do a picture. Is it okay if I post it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.